And hi everyone, and we are live. Well, I see there's full house already. That makes me happy. Brautschnitzel. So let me see who we all have here. Laura, if you're not sleeping already. Michael, Warner, Delaney, Donald, Natalie, Andrew, Steve, Jeremy, and I think I got them all, unless I missed some from the beginning that don't show here anymore. Then I apologize. So good to see you all here. Oh, Laura, not sleeping yet. Good. Oh, Laura, why I have you here? I will answer you. You know how I am with writing, right? So we connect this week talking. Equinox. Hello. So I hope you're all doing good. I know. Oh, Flippy. Hey. So, yeah, how are you guys feeling? Feeling it? Yeah, feeling all whoop. Like want to hit someone or want to hit a wall or just not getting out of bed kind of deal. um yeah, I know things are heavy, heavy, heavy. Michaela, hi. So yeah, things have been a little hard lately, a little weird, and besides the obvious, I mean, of course, and so yeah. Um, since there are 10,000 million theories out and rabbit holes and all the good stuff, right? I decided I have to say something. Tea, not coffee, herbal tea. I made myself a nettle tea and some lavender and mint, and something else I forgot. Maybe I should put something in for the memory too, but I just wanted to do some yeah, drinking some tea. Shit, here we go already. I'm all over the place lately. Like for weeks I can't really focus on things. Like it's bad. I mean, not that I'm good at it anyways, because I'm the famous squirrel, as you know, right? But it's been really off. And New America, hey, Delaney, your backyard was waving at you. Yeah, I believe that. Randy, my rocking friend, how are you? Well, I'm happy to see you all. Thank you all for coming. That means a lot to me. You know that. And I didn't even want to feel like going live, but then I thought I have to push through it. This morning I had a really bad headache for the last days, but it was coming from my neck, tension in the neck. And I massaged it a bit, and then I did an energy exchange with my friend Niels, who was a shaman, just to check if I caught on something, because we did a big ceremony on Saturday. So, and that brought me all to what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the elm tree back a few weeks ago, as you remember, but always something came up. Like really, I swear, like always something came up. But then it was just not the time. But now it's the time, and when I talk about it, you will understand what I mean. So, yes, Delaney, we did have a good time. Hey, brother. So, where do I start? Besides the obvious. So today I wanted to talk about the elm tree, who is the spirit of the collective and also creative force. So, but before I talk about the energy of the elm, I kind of have a message for you, for who wants to hear it, of course. And down the road, when I keep talking about the elm tree and everything else, you will understand how it all connects. So this was just the right time. I'm doing good too, Randy. Just a little squirrely, brainish lately, but I also have a lot of things going on, a lot of changes and all. So, but good one. So, yeah. Like I said, the ones who know me, they know I work with a little group of shamans, and we do something when we feel we have to do, when we get called or when we think we do something. I just don't really publish that stuff because we kind of like to work in the dark, and for us it's not like to get a medal or something, or subscribers or likes. We do what we do because we want to. And of course, it's not only us, it's thousands of others, of shamans, healers, energy workers, or whatever you want to call them. They are all very, very working hard at the moment. So last Saturday, and it was even Lunazad, we didn't even realize it until after that it was, well, at least I didn't. And Lunazad means like the marriage of the light. So, and Lu is the god of fire and light. So, and his counterpart is the god of darkness. But both together make up the sun god. So you see the balance. And it's all about balance. I mean, I know I annoy myself. Balance again. Great. But that's what it is. And it's about everything. And the more I talk about it, and the more I do that stuff and connect the dots myself, the more I realize too how important it is. So, and also Lunazad it's like the festival of sacrifice, where you made offering to the gods. But with this, I mean the balance, with Lunazad, the balance between light and dark, and the other stuff is the connection to the gods or spirit guides, whatever you want to call it, right? I just give it the name that I feel comfortable with. So you come up with yours. And it's a give and take on both ends. Balance again. Do you know how to spell that by now? If not, I can repeat it again. So, and I mean, besides that, you all know I don't do the regular love and light stuff, right? Love, yes, of course, and light too, but darkness is important for me too. It's very important because I mostly work in the dark. So, oh, you did, Michelle? Yeah, many are working, and we see them too when we do our journeys. It's like really unbelievable cool. So it's really nice. So, yeah. However, on our last journey, we were told it's about the balance being brought back, right? With everything that's happening. And chaos, only out of the chaos we can create new. I think I said that already too, 500 annoying times. So, but let me just wrap that up in a short note. I'm not going to tell you the whole journey. But and I can't talk about the experience of the others. I haven't asked them yet if I can. So we respect the work of each other, but I can tell you it's always similar. They may experience it different. They have another job to do on that journey, but at the end, it's all one. Yes, Donald, we are. So, how do I start without sounding too crazy? Or without you scaring you, because that's not my purpose. I'm about motivation, not about fear feeding. There was a big nothing coming. big, huge, like nothing, the nothing, like the big nothing, like you couldn't see anything. I couldn't see it, like nothing. So that was on my journey that I did by myself, and I had to do something with the planet. I work with the Norns, with the weavers, and but I quite didn't get it because I was thrown into it. I was actually doing something for myself, and then they were like, "Hey, why are you here?" And I was like, "Okay, great." So I asked my other buddies to help me. So we did that journey, and we flip within the nothing is everything. Yes, like the void, exactly, Michaela. Steve. Yeah, batshit crazy. So, um, so that big nothing is given to us to create. Of course, whatever is coming, we all know it by now. Something is happening, and we were not really shown what, because it can't be stopped. Usually, we are being showed what, then we can go out, help, try to motivate people to go that way so we can shift and move energies. You understand? But this wasn't shown to us, all of it. So whatever's coming, we just have to suck it up. I mean, but it will be good after. I know most, maybe you hear that know me, right, will say, Grandpa Brian, 420. Is that ransom? Sorry, I don't know all the nicknames because I don't do names. I don't remember names. I'm bad. Um. So, however, um. So the big nothing is coming, so we can create new. So we went into Earth. We went in the higher realm. We had negotiations. Okay, we do negotiations, which is something that we put on our shoulders gladly. Okay, because not everybody is bad, and we apologized, we negotiated, and we are getting a chance. We are getting a chance. Okay, so, but the message was clearly to use it wisely, and also not to uh, necessarily go back to the old normal. Okay, but create a new normal, not what they're trying to implement on in our minds, right? Remember, that is happening just in our mind. We create it in our mind. Outside, there's something totally different going on, but in our mind, everything happens as we are told. I know that sounds crazy, and you might not understand what I mean because I can never explain myself. um Distraction. So maybe stop focusing too much who got V and who doesn't got V, and they are bad, and the other, oh, you are bad. So maybe stop not concentrating too much on that. Yeah. Create a new normal, not like the old normal, not the old normal where you just sit on the TV, at the TV, just go to work from 9 to 5, and the regular stupid. Just try to create a new normal, a nicer normal. Well, like a beautiful one where you're happy, where everyone is happy. I mean, of course, like I said, I don't do love and light. Um, we will get on each other's nerves, and there will be fights, and there will always the guy that gets on your nerves. Don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about that kind. Okay, this you will have on the other realm when you're gone, but not here, clearly. um so start creating how you want this. Okay, and Earth forgives us, and that's a big one. And again, hey, Pyramid 7, Schön, dich auch zu sehen. Okay, I will do. Hey, bottle caps. Oh, you got to go back to work? Okay, but you can listen, right? Right, Donald, I don't have any nerves left too. So try to create. Everyone was given that void. So from what I saw, everyone was given that, planted that void in the heart. And I was like, can we do that? Is that like good? Right? Because I question things. It's not that I just go and do, or that we just go and do, but it's there to create new. So if you feel empty or anything, now is the time to really create your goals, your wishes, your dreams. Okay. I mean, keep it reasonable, of course. Like, you know what I mean. Don't go for $1 billion and 10 hookers or something. You know? Sorry, I had to say that. Yeah. So all those natural disasters will be evened out. Remember, water is feelings, the fire is renewal. Not everything is coming from the outside. Hey, Spartan. Not everything is coming from the outside, okay? So that's another thing. We got to stop blaming. Responsibility was the message too. So not always, oh, they do this to us, they do that to us, and that. So I talked about that many times before too. It's our responsibility to be nice to each other, you know, and support each other, to be nice to nature, because we are part of it. And I'm getting into that in a bit. And also, there will be a big awakening coming. And if you think you're awakened already, buckle up. From what I saw, it will be just excuse the shit out of me, you know, kind of deal. Like I said, I can't tell you what. Yes, Steve, in our house we can rule, exactly. So, yeah, I saw other people awakening that haven't been awakened. They will be in shock. They will be just in shock, okay? And so we are here to support them. We have to. So, but besides that, even us that think we are awake, we will get a big thanks, right? Why waste our time here watching illusions of what we could feel and touch if we took our eyes off the sofa and away from damn TVs? Exactly. Yep, fasten seatbelts. YouTube pyramid, yeah, that will be major. So I can't tell you in which way it's going. I'm not going to say the world will end. I'm not going to say everyone is going to die. Something I can't, because I don't know. And I'm not following all those rabbit hole anymore. I just don't. Not because I'm thinking everyone is wrong or I'm arrogant. It's just because I don't want to. We need to concentrate on ourselves. Really, it's really important. And you will hear in a bit why. I want to go back to sleep. Let the newly awake lead the way. No, iOS. No. You're going to stay up. I'm going to wake you. Right, Donald? So also, and you know, I don't speak about it. I did it last time a bit, and that's usually not my territory. But I told you last time about the ships I saw. And this time other shamans got the same message too. So as we speak, and this is an ongoing process for weeks now, and will keep on going for a while, that entities are being removed. Entities, as I found out later, that they're called archons. I had no idea what they are. I have not even heard the word before. Yes, I'm not kidding you, I haven't. So yeah, so they are being removed because they have been here for thousands and thousands and thousands, thousands and thousands and thousands of years and causing a shitstorm. They're just nasty. They're not here for balance, like light and dark. They're just shit disturbers. They can take on anything, any shape they want, even a rock, a tree, a person. So you know where I'm going with that, right? So yeah, and you know, I'm not usually into that because it's like I said, I know it's out there, but it's not my territory because I do other things. And but that was so clear to me. It came to the others, and some are here among us to help, and they also will help us kinda with other stuff, but yet we are still responsibility. So I'm not saying we are being saved for our sake. It's these creatures have been, I was told, caused disturbance in other universes. And I clarified that too. I said, you mean galaxies, right? And she said, no, I mean universes. And then I was like, okay, that's too much for me. I sign off here. So I rather concentrate on that universe. So, and I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't dreaming, I wasn't on drugs, I wasn't on funny tea or funny incense, and I'm certainly wasn't channeling because, you know, my opinion to that, I don't do that because nothing gets in my body ever. So let's make sure this isn't a corporate buyout. What do you mean, Flip? To what I just said? Yeah, and but last time I think I mentioned that we will not see them. We will not see them. We will not see them. Like they were laughing at me, you know, and when I mentioned the rep aisle, you know, I want to be careful with what I say. They laughed even more and they said they have no power. They're slaves themselves. So those are, you see, and that's another thing. I mean, take it or not, I don't know. I'm not forcing anyone, and I'm not saying I'm the one that is right. I'm just saying take this information, do with it what you want, you know. I mean, I'm not mad if you say you got a screw loose. It's just the fact that we were looking in the wrong direction again. So yeah, of course, Flip. Always cautious. Always. Me too. Absolutely. No, I get it. So, meaning one group taking over for another. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I get it. But that is again up to us, right? If you want to go, and that's another point. Thank you for mentioning like that. This is another way of not going back to the old normal, right? So because if we go back to that old normal, then we're in the same shit show again, right? So and yeah, balance and responsibility, and that's why it's so important, really, not to constantly pay attention to that stuff, to work on yourself. And I tell you why, not out of an only spiritual point of view, but you need to stay healthy and aware. So and the universe, that was one thing I would like to share, is the balance between universe and us here. So it's the universe, as one of my shaman colleagues said, is the female energy, and mankind is more of the male energy, totally separated, and separated as of most don't connect anymore to source. I mean, call it whatever, God, Christ, Jesus, Mary, I don't care. You know, it's the source, the universe. And we are part of it. Our soul is part of it. We carry that energy, but we disconnected ourselves. So, and that's why, um, our crown is so stuffed, blocked. That's why so many have headaches, dizziness, depressions, and this happens also because we're not really grounded. But many have their crown chakra blocked. So, and this is due to the separation of the universe and us. So, the universe with its female energy, the nourishing part, nourishing our soul, and like that female stuff, and so and not only does the crown chakra connects us with our spirituality, but it is a place of integration of his whole being, the body, emotions, intellect, and the spirit, right? And the crown chakra that has gotten out of balance is, it makes you, like, gets you clouded thinking, and especially when you need mental clarity, when it's most needed, like now. So, and this is mostly because we are not grounded or rooted. Like a tree, we need to ground our roots, or we can't grow healthy. No healthy roots, no healthy crown. And when that connection to heaven, to source, it's not there, then no, when the feeling, let me start over. So when that connection is there, then you feel this cap, this protection, this positive sense of being protected. Yeah. Here's a flip for the flop. Yeah. Oh, okay, flip. Night, night. Yes, Michaela, old normal was not normal. No. And that's what I mean. So, and also blocked crown chakra can lead to depression, so, and that leads to self-destruction, self-exaltation, and including suicidal thoughts. Okay. So, and that brings me back to the responsibility. We have two areas of one of responsibility. So one is our world, and the other one is the spiritual world. Okay. So we got two, because it's a balance. Two. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah, there is a lot going on. Yes, I agree, IOX. A lot going on with the sun. Yeah, Wi-Fi is off too. Yes. So, and all this now brings me to the elm tree. So I don't know how much you know about the elm tree, but many years ago in the beginning of the 1900, 1930, 1940, about the elm tree started getting very sick, and they're almost gone. So, and they got infected by a fungus. So, and I will talk a bit more now, and you will understand how connected we are and what they do for us. So last time, you remember, I talked about the male and female energy and how it affects our life, right? So if out of balance, it affects everything. So, and that's why I tried to bring you a little closer with my series to nature. So, and it is more than ever important to focus on yourself and heal. So it affects everything, and I mean everything. And again, I'm not talking about this typical esoteric love and light that you always have to to smile even if the people punch you in the face, not that kind of stuff, but you know what I mean. So yeah, you all know we are connected to nature, and we should be, but we should understand better what it is we do when we hurt nature, and why it is so important to understand people like me that preach again and again to connect. So like a tree, for example, it flourishes under the bark, same as a human under its skin. Yeah. And we know about all that nervous system, and the leaves and the nerve strings and everything, right? So, and if you hurt a tree on purpose, it can be that you inflict the same wound on yourself down the road. Or if you are hurt, you can do that to the tree too when it takes it away from you, like the elm tree did. So, and with this, I mean not only like us or the tree, I mean the whole world. It's like a doppelganger for us, right? Of our soul. And it's like a family, soul family. We have soul family with the tree. And we all have a certain tree that speaks to us in certain situation. So, and that's why the spirits of trees are so different. And that's why I try to explain so many different spirits of different trees, what they can do with us, right? So, yeah, it just takes practice. So, yeah, where was I? And even back in the days, and I'm not talking back Celtic days, I'm talking about 1900, 1800, they were doing certain methods because they still knew about that connection. But of course, you can rarely read about it anymore. So, let's say, a newborn child had some kind of body damage, right? Then they went, or like let's say spinal issues. They made people crawl through under blackberry bushes, to I don't know, to get the strength, because those bushes and roots are strong, right? Or they had to pull on the root to get that strength out. Little things. I mean, a little hardcore, and I wouldn't go there, but it was still known what trees can do for us. So, because especially blackberry or raspberry bushes, those roots grow deep. Okay. So, yeah, but that's like, I mean, there were more methods that I don't want to get into, because I don't want anyone to go get wrong ideas and break something off a tree. But I mean, let's say people broke branches off just to hurt the tree. I mean, they could end up falling down somewhere and break a leg or an arm. So, that balance thing. But I think I yapped enough now. I'm going to talk about the elm tree now. So, the elm tree is actually a very sociable tree, and to all beliefs, fairies like to live in there. So, which I always would treat with respect, and again respect, because they're not little little cute fairy beings, as you know from TV. So they can get pretty angry if you step on their house or step on them, or yeah, and they're not that little anyways. So, but anyways, so in the Edda, you know, our world was made out of giants, out of a giant. So, but the world tree was made of, well, I believe it was the yew tree. Yggdrasil for me is the yew tree, but in the Edda, and everybody can feel it into it themselves. But in the Edda, the first two people emerged from trees. Yeah, the man from the ash tree, Ask, and the woman from the elm tree, Embla. So so also they stand there for the ancestors of mankind, right? And so and this connection to family also creates a connection to ancestors. So the connection to trees, I mean, you know, and to the elm tree especially. So if you look at the leaf, how it's asymmetrical shaped, it shows you two worlds. And the elm also as a soul guide, he led the deceased, you know, to the underworld, to the ancestral world. So, and this is also why it was a symbol of death, but in a good way, because after death comes life again, right? And I would like to read a little part out of the Edda. It's just like little tiny. Let me just find it here. I just like it. I like to read the Edda. So this describes it, how those two beings came out of the trees. And it's always written funny, right? In rhymes. Then from the throng did three come forth, from the home of the gods, the mighty and gracious, two without fate, on the land they found, Ask and Embla, empty of might, soul they had not, sense they had not, heat nor motion, nor goodly who soul gave Odin, sense gave Hönir, heat gave Lothar, and goodly who. So yeah, it just describes how they became alive, those beings coming out of the tree. And just to mention the female and male aspects again, the female was the basic trust, creation, intuition, to dream, enjoy, relax, and the male energy is to protect, to understand, to focus, the structure, strength, and power, right? And we have a power game at the moment. So but just taking that story, each were born out of a tree, and male and female, and became one, right? So it's about the balance again. And the elm spirit is very, very sensitive, right? The spirit of the elm mourns when one of his trees, of his family trees, when they die, when they get felled, and also the elm tree holds the key to empathy and compassion. Yeah, it's a tree of intuition. and his mind guards the knowledge of how to bring the quality to full bloom. Yeah, it represents, like I said, it represents also power, which is more male, but it with this power, I mean the creation, the creativity, the power to create. Okay, so and also, since it's morning and guiding others to the other world, so the power of death. Yeah. So right, IOX. So, and the spirit of the elm creates a connection to the collective. So, and with all the diseases that suddenly appear, right? An elm tree can mobilize your own body forces, your own immune system in full force, and allows forces from the collective to flow. So it can connect the collective, right? Imagine that. So, and it can give people the strength to fulfill their tasks, to encourage and gives, really you that strength to do it. But again, if you want to do this, of course, it's up to you, right? It's did I do Freud, Laura? So, and of course you can smudge too, right? If you don't have an elm tree available, but you have leaves or whatever from the year before, you ordered it from a good herbal store, you can smudge it as well. Mostly the bark, I would say. So when you smudge, the incense will get carried to the ether and spread there and send the message. So, and then you receive back. So what it does, it helps us with fear, and fear blocks us, and fear blocks us also from responsibility. Okay, and stops us from making decision. So the elm tree will help us with this, the spirit of the elm tree, and it helps us to free ourselves from stuck situations, from old patterns, fear, blockages, decision making. It clarifies our thoughts, really the letting go part of the old. So because all those things that we know, they hold us back from moving on and growing, and also to do what's right for all of us, for us, for the planet, for the universe. So, and along with this tree, Gibo and Odal came to me, and this all is also connected. It's so amazing. So let me show you Gibo for the ones that don't do runes. Okay, I use my student board. So Gibo, right? Gibo. So Gibo is a gift, actually, right? And what Gibo tells us is that we should all allow ourselves a little more freedom. Yeah. And freedom is a gift in this case, because Gibo is the gift. Of course, there are many aspects to Gibo, but this is what Gibo pointed out to me. So, yeah, freedom is a gift, and we are allowed to give it ourselves. And we need the space between others and from situation, and we need that space, because only out of space we can create new, right? I mean, take two magnets, if they're like slammed together, nothing can grow in there, you know. I mean, we are magnets, we are magnetism, we attract. So, but that's a different story. So, and Odal is also the rune of femininity and determination, right? So, and it calls you actually to separate from everything that holds you back and keeps you kind of handicapped, right? And these can be values, attitudes, relationship, the whole thing. And only then you can give birth to yourself again. Yeah. And to give birth to yourself, who you really are. So, and this is why you need that space to unfold, to flow, to be according to your real life, who you are, right? So, and to let illusions go. So, because other than that, you just inflict pain on yourself and on others. Hey, general disrepair. So, yeah, Donald, the soul. So I'm just checking if I missed something. When I start yapping, you're blocked, Michaela. I release you. Contact me. Okay, sweetie? Do that. Yeah, dancing, Laura. Dancing. Dancing is awesome, Laura. I love dancing. Sometimes I dance around cleaning the house by myself. Yeah, and then so those were the messages from Gibo and from Odal. I didn't show you Odal. So Gibo about allowing the space, and Odal of releasing and unfold, right? So let me show you Gibo, because I don't have my rune set on my table. So I could have done just a screen share, but I'm complicated. So I'm see? So, yeah. And besides that, of course, like every herb and every tree, they have a healing aspect, and it has a high content of tannins, and they play a big role for skin or mucus and membrane diseases. So therefore, it's really good for any tummy issues. And I mean, also for skin issues external, but it's a very strong antioxidant herb. So, and so if you have any inflammatory bowel diseases, it helps you with this. But again, the tummy is, where you have your feelings when you're not balanced, when you have a blockage there, and then, or when we eat what we feel, when we don't speak about our feelings, it will affect your tummy. Okay. So, that was pretty much it. Another fact, interesting thing is I found, since the, is the spirit of the collective. I got a few numbers. Wait, let me see, because that I don't remember the dates. I don't do numbers. So here, I found that. I just found it interesting. I don't know if this is a fact. I have to look into that, but maybe you can if you feel like it. So the connection between the Mercury tree, elm, Hermes, and mass communication. It's the different waves of the Dutch elm disease caused by the host fungus are synchronic with the respective occurrence of mass medium early 1930s, first television broadcast, spread of radio. Mid-late 1960s, television became a mass medium. Mid-1970s, first mobile phone. At the beginning of the 90s, mobile phones are becoming a mass medium. I found that very interesting. So, yeah, not sure about the dates. I would have to look into this. I'm dying. I'm sweating. Yeah, I found that interesting because it really goes how we connected, right? That those poor trees are getting sick because we are spreading like a disease on this planet. So let me scroll through the comments. So a tutu, you have a tutu general disrepair. Can I see a video? Can we see a video? Yeah, the mind control, exactly. So who knows? Maybe it would have gotten much worse if we wouldn't have all those beautiful trees, And I mean, look around, they're getting sick too. I mean, I'm not talking about only about frequencies being thrown at us, as we know, and the sun doing funny things. I mean, you all know that. I don't have to get into this. But it's also about us, I mean, this is all a mirror of what we do. So we need to put this into our calculations, right? That we not only blame others, like that we change our mindset. And that's why I find it so very important that we focus on ourselves too. I mean, I hope you understand what I mean, that I'm not this esoteric talker, oh, work on your inner child. No, I mean, like, really work on yourself, like that you understand what is going on, that you are not being manipulated and getting wrong information from the matrix, if you want to call it that, right? That you create. And don't get me wrong, when I say create, I don't mean just sit there and think about how beautiful this and this is. I mean, you have to show some effort. But I always say that too, like, if you want to have a better income, you most likely have to talk to your boss about it. I mean, you manifest it, you send that wish out. I will have more income. But then, of course, you either have to work a little more, or you have to talk to your boss, or you have to change your job. It's just an example, but you're getting what I mean. Yeah, we tend to manipulate ourselves a lot of time. Yes, Donald, that's true. Absolutely. They have some hybrid elm trees now. Oh, yeah, remaking the world. Yes, IOX, that's true. I mean, you see those planted new trees on some, especially birch trees, and you can see the new trees that are not like the old trees. They're young. They don't even know really yet what's happening. It's like putting a kitten on a street and tell it, oh, go catch the mouse. That was a stupid example, but you know what I mean. They're so, yeah. My email address, it's in my this general description, or in the comments. Don't you have me still on WhatsApp? I think I still had you on WhatsApp. No, I think. I just look, please, in my. Let me write it. I'm an ass. At times, I didn't mean to. Hold on. Did I write that right? It's all about free will. Who's protecting it, who's taking it, and who's giving it away. Yeah. Oh yeah, I just did. Where's my... Didn't I just did, Donald. Oh yeah, there it is. So, yeah. That's right. Brave New World. So that's what I mean. It's not better to go back to the old ways. I mean, the old normal. We probably should go back to the old ways, you know. And don't get me wrong, we all, you know, like our phones, cars, and everything, but it depends on, you know, how much. And yeah, take a hike down there. Take a look, IOX. That would be nice. Maybe take some pictures and share with me. That would be beautiful. So yeah, I think that covered all spaceships, aliens that I usually don't cover, but I that was what I got. Besides some other things, but that's not really interesting for the public. Yeah, the old. Yes, Natalie, old. I mean, look what those people did. They didn't have a cell phone. They had their clan, their family. They worked all day for their food, for their clothes, and at night, you know, they sat by the fire. Occasionally, they fought with another clan, beat each other up, and then had a beer together, and things were good, you know. I mean, no, not like that. I know they fought too, but still, you know what I mean? So, but of course, that was all taken away because it was too nice, was it? And the nicer thing, people back then didn't have time, and they didn't have a Gregorian calendar. So now we're stuck in this fake time with this fake Gregorian calendar. So they just watch the sun, the stars, the seasons. You know, that's what they had. Of course, we will never go back there. Like, I don't think. But I mean, at the end, you know, when this is all past, this shitstorm, whatever it is, I saw two groups of people, the ones that really go back and connect, and the ones that remain in the city. So not like an end of all civilization, but it's like, okay, more people decide to deal with nature, to go back, to listen a bit better, to heal, do more trading, right? And then there is the rest that, I don't know, gets robotic eyes or whatever, I don't know. So, oh no, on New America. Do you have a new phone number too, or you still got your old phone number? Then I just text you on WhatsApp. Yeah, time enough to work, time enough to die. You got it, IOX. So actually, we don't even know what time it is, even though the clock tells me, but we don't know what time it is. And we don't know what day we have unless you're really, really, really good with math and you go all the way back to the creation of the Gregorian calendar. And I don't do math. I suck in math. So, yeah, time for everything in its time. So actually, yeah, you're in control of your time too, if you want to. But that's for another subject. The only problem with that, Laura, is every time you flip the polarity on this planet from positive to negativity of people that died. Yeah, unfortunately, yes. But you know what? We brought that on to ourselves, and that's the chaos, right? So, besides everything else, and natural disasters always happen too. So this time a little more intense, but they always happened. And I say, especially in Germany or other regions, I know they always get flooded every few years. A rain comes and the Rhine River flows over, and people still build houses there. So why in the would you still be building there if you know, hey, every 6 to 10 years at least minimum, we get flooded? Why do you buy houses out of wood in areas with tornadoes? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't have a clock either. That's here on the computer on the lappy, or you know. So other than that, I don't wear a clock, and I don't care. Like, so yeah, but that was it for today. Um, does the German government insure them like the silly? Don't even get me started with the German government. And that's another thing. Maybe there is no G meant anymore. Yeah, I am for the old ways. If I had shake is good. Now, if someone's word as their word, and it goes like that. Yeah. Little handshaker. Thank you, Grandpa Brian. And we could be so bright. And I believe all of us, we have our own unique gift. It's just buried under a lot of shit. So, and that's why I'm trying to help really to break blockages and to release that. And I'm not talking easily like, oh, I'm taking it all away. Inner work is hard. And with inner work, I mean really releasing traumas. Do you enjoy having anxieties or depressions? No, neither do I. And I worked so much, and still I work. I still work. I still have insecurities. I really do. I always think if someone acts different than usual, I always think, oh God, what did I do now? What did I say? What have I done? Oh my God, no more love me. Stuff like that. So I meet Beverly. Hi, Beverly. Hi, Beverly. Nice to meet you. So yeah, suffering sucks. Yeah, and that's why. And okay, Michaela, you're not allowed to call you Michaela. Just message me on where, okay? And we talk. Hi, Beverly. Nice to see you. Thanks for visiting. I hope you're doing good. Okay, but I'm gonna take a break for 2-3 weeks now. I got some changes coming, and that's the one. Uh-huh. Well, I'm happy to hear. Yeah. Okay, you guys. Well, thanks, Beverly. Sorry, I was just about to go. Thanks everyone for stopping by. If you have questions, like if you feel that emptiness and you don't know what to do with it, just shoot me a message, and I try my best to explain it again. So, but forces are at work. We can't change it. We have to push through it. We are supported, but we have to do our own work. And that's what I do too on energy work and healing work. I support, but you got to walk, right? I push you through, or I shove you through the door at times, but then you got to start walking. Okay. And yeah, go get him, Tiger. Alrighty. Okay. And as always, I'm saying goodbye for 10 minutes, like I always do. It must be, it's a tradition. Well, thank you all very, very much for coming and listening. And yeah, I see you in about 3 weeks or so. And but you contact me between if you have questions with anything. I know I don't explain too well, like sometimes, or sound so professional in how I explain, but that's how it is. Yes, Donald, let's do that. Of course. You got my email now, right? Oh, I just messaged you on WhatsApp. You still had your same phone number, right? I didn't know if you answered because I'm stupid. Didn't read. Um, did you have still your same phone number? And I know why your lower chakra is killing you too. Oh, thanks, Michaela. Yeah, I sent you an email with everything. Okay, I got your email still, so I sent you everything. Michaela just sent me a message. My ancestors would say, across the ocean, rape and pillage, and stay and party afterwards. You're right. That's good old times. Okay, you guys, you all have a good night or good morning or wherever you are, right? And I see you in about 3 weeks or so. Okay. Bye bye. Love you all. Bye.